I just wanted to dedicate this to the memory of some people who helped me out in the early 2000s, like in 2006 through 2008. I had to run away from a case of making annoying phone calls regarding me calling a police department and saying profanity, using profanity. My impression was that the police protect VIP, and that VIP is oftentimes people who use profanity professionally, or people who make threats or sound threatening professionally. So I thought that I had the right to call the police pertaining to a protest regarding my person being a torture victim, regarding me being a torture victim, including my son. So the police decided to issue a no bail bench warrant regarding psychiatry, and I had to run away, and I started meeting people, and I met some important people. Like I met Sayoko in Red Bluff. Sayoko told me that she was a Japanese exchange student, but it turns out that Sayoko was an undercover agent, undercover FBI and CIA police, an undercover CIA police agent, protecting trade secrets regarding the Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan is the most aggressive terrorist organization in the world regarding the Illuminati Mafia and the Mexican Mafia. And so I started meeting people. When I ran away, I went to Portland, Oregon, and I met Rachel Sullivan of Portland State University. And Rachel Sullivan was a part of Echelon, and Rachel Sullivan decided to join Echelon regarding Watsonville Police. And I still owe Rachel $180, and I wish that I could pay her back. I also wanted to thank Susan O'Berry of the Oregon University of Oregon in Eugene, Oregon. I met Susan O'Berry, and she also lent me about $200, and I really want to pay Susan O'Berry back too, and it was a great honor to meet her. Just to be around somebody kind, it was just a great honor, just to be around somebody nice and kind and understanding, and just to have that compassion without having to worry about conflicts. It was nice to meet Susan O'Berry, and I also met Brannon Shoemaker of the University of California, Santa Barbara throughout my journey, and Brannon invited me to his graduation, and I'm so proud of Brannon for accomplishing his goals of graduating and for being a kind and generous person. And my hygiene was a little bad, and graduations are so fancy, and I was just sleeping outside in the dirt, and my clothes were so dirty, and so I didn't go to his graduation, but I was still around, and I did walk through the graduation ceremony set up beforehand. But I just I felt kind of uncomfortable. I just didn't want to contaminate anybody's fanciest clothes or anything like that, and it doesn't mean that I didn't love or care for a person like Brannon Shoemaker, and that I don't care for people like Susan and Rachel. And I also met Samantha in 2005. A lot of burglaries and stuff happened pertaining to the Great Seal of the United States. The FBI is a part of the Illuminati Mafia, and the Illuminati Mafia has a document connected to our dollar bill. Our dollar bill says New Order, leather strap, thong, shoe strap, rawhide whip, dog leash, reins. But the Illuminati Mafia created what's called an agency, which is pertaining to lying about law enforcement. So pretty much the Illuminati Mafia is just organized crime regarding telling lies as law enforcement officials. So they invented agency. And agency just means that the Illuminati Mafia is lying about the leather strap on our dollar bill, about our dollar bill saying leather strap. They say that it means ages because of their Ku Klux Klan membership, because the FBI is the Ku Klux Klan, and agencies are just Ku Klux Klan members. So anyhow, when I was in Ventura, after I got released from Ventura County Jail for the first time, Ventura County Jail released me without my money to get back after deleting my memory regarding Sayoko. Sayoko used Echelon, and Sayoko put on a show in front of other inmates in Ventura County Jail regarding marijuana usage. So what Sayoko did, likely regarding the Red Bluff Police Department, is Sayoko actually went ahead and hunted me with a firearm, including some former foster care parents of mine, and including some people that likely still have bench warrants out for me as plaintiffs, or plan to have bench warrants out for me as plaintiffs. So it was really difficult for me in my life because I had to deal with things like when I met Samantha, I actually took a truck and I just drove off, and Samantha, I met her in Eugene, and she was a very pretty girl, and we hung out, and I don't know if she got pregnant or anything like that, but Samantha, I just want you to know that if you did get pregnant, that I would have been there for you and I would have taken care of you. And same thing with Sayoko. You know, it's just that Sayoko's situation likely pertained to opium usage, and also it pertained to the hierarchy of of Adolf Hitler, the hierarchy of Adolf Hitler. My stepfather is of the hierarchy of Adolf Hitler. The person who's married to my biological mother is of the hierarchy of Adolf Hitler. And my life is very difficult because Nazis are very competitive people, and very confusing. Nazis are very, very confusing people. And so when I met Samantha, I was in a truck that I took from somebody. I got permission to use the truck, but I just used it for too long. So it wasn't that I stole the truck, it was just that I used it for too much time, and Samantha was left behind in a hotel in Portland, Oregon, and I just want to apologize to you, Samantha, and I never forgot about you. And also I wanted to thank Margot too. I met Margot in Imperial Beach, and Margot, I just want you to know that if you're a part of Echelon, or if you're the Ku Klux Klan or the Illuminati Mafia, Margot, you know, I just never really done anything to you. I thought that all we did was have a good time together, and I don't know where I have the right to be your friend because of you, Margot, and because of the Watsonville Police Department, and because of Echelon. I don't know where I have the right to be a part of your life. And just in case you gave birth to my son, if you gave birth to my son, I just want to thank you for blessing me. And I want to let you know that the reason I'm making this video, so that you know that I don't ditch my kids. I don't. We live in the Illuminati, we live in the Doppelganger, we live in the Ku Klux Klan, we live in a whole bunch of stuff, including Faces of Death. We live in a Faces of Death sleeper cell encampment. Millions of people here in California are from Faces of Death. These really rich people in their tall buildings, a lot of them are ready for Faces of Death. They're ready to do a Holocaust regarding the Mexican Mafia. I guess the Mexican Mafia's biggest secret and the Illuminati Mafia's biggest secret is regarding the Vatican and Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler landed like a spacecraft here in like 1970 in the United States, and Adolf Hitler threatened everyone who knew about it in California, don't say anything or we're going to Holocaust you, we're going to attack you again. And so the Mexican Mafia is just based off of knowing that Adolf Hitler was alive in the 1970s and 80s. And so Ruth Bader Ginsburg saved a bunch of Mexicans from concentration camps, but she didn't tell the truth to Houghton Mifflin about saving Mexicans from concentration camps from Adolf Hitler. And so so now I have to deal with psychiatry attacking all the time. And so long story short is I'm not a Nazi, but we come from Nazi men camps. So the California Bar Association is just pure psychiatry. It's just pure Adolf Hitler agenda. It's all the hierarchy of Adolf Hitler, including up to date. So I wanted to thank you all, and you know, Sayoko, I just want to let you know that I'm just really disappointed in you. If you ran over Claire Rose, Sayoko, I called my stepdad and I said, hey, my sister Fabiola's in Santa Monica. And next thing you know, I see a posting, Claire Rose was murdered by a vehicular manslaughter in Santa Monica on Wilshire and 20th Street nearby. And Claire Rose is exactly like my sister. She looked exactly like Fabiola Pisano. What ended up happening is that Santa Cruz County decided, regarding the hierarchy of Adolf Hitler and regarding the Ku Klux Klan, Santa Cruz County decided, let's not let anybody look like the family of the hierarchy of Hitler. Let's not let anybody look like Fabiola Pisano. So Sayoko went and ran over Claire Rose and then even celebrated and called her a herpy. Sayoko ran over Claire Rose regarding the Hells Angels, regarding the Red Bluff Police Department being from Hells Angels. and even called her a herpy. And then Sayoko took Raul Pisano's car and cleaned it off over with Nieves Segura and everybody knowing about it. Took it over to Isaiah Calderon's detail shop and started cleaning off the blood from running over Claire Rose. And so then Sayoko and her dad, during all of this process, they make a YouTube song, Code 9, Samurai 9, and it says a stoner betrayed in the churches. And it pertains to protesting me for taking $30 from a church lady's purse. And, you know, that all pertained to the Ku Klux Klan. Church meetings only pertain to the Ku Klux Klan, telling everybody that they came from incest so they can make automobiles with bright red colors and with petrified blood and, you know, stuff like that, weird stuff like that. And not only that, but the Ku Klux Klan also let us know if you announce a king, and if the Ku Klux Klan does not approve of your king, the Ku Klux Klan will murder every child. The Ku Klux Klan will murder every single child if you pronounce a king that's not in the Ku Klux Klan. And they let us know that with the Bible. The Ku Klux Klan let us know. The Ku Klux Klan also let us know if we breed, they're going to kill our kids. In Revelations chapter 2 verse 23, I think it's chapter 2 verse 23 or chapter 22 verse 23, but in the book of Revelations was a way that the Ku Klux Klan will let us know that if you're going to breed, the Ku Klux Klan is going to kill your kids with police. And that's what happened with my son regarding Sayoko. Sayoko's favorite thing to do is to ask me, why did you get me pregnant? Why did you get me pregnant? And, you know, I just thought to myself, Sayoko, you raped so many people while sleeping with Echelon, Sayoko. You raped so many people while sleeping. Why aren't you satisfied? The Watsonville Police Department murdered my son from you, Sayoko. You didn't like my physique. You just didn't like my physique, Sayoko, and that's not my problem. And I just want to apologize to Claire Rose's family about Sayoko, and I had nothing to do with it, and God bless everybody.